So I made a video a couple of days ago, maybe a week ago, where I talked about my hot takes I had, and these were just some takes I've had that are pretty hot takes. Now this video is going to be some hot takes I've got that I really just fucking pray to God are wrong. These are just hot takes that I don't want to believe, but I just can't convince myself aren't true. These are takes I have that I really do not want to be true, but I just really do think these are going to happen. And this is one of my real hot takes. And this is my worst one. This is probably the worst one. This is the hot take that keeps me up at night. I'll wake up in the middle of the night in a hot sweat just picturing this in my mind. So, well, without further ado, let's get into this one. So, if you've seen my video, you know I'm picking Colby Covington against Leon Edwards. That's not the hot take that I'm upset about. It's the what happens afterwards. Oh God, man, I think Bilal Muhammad beats Colby Covington. I fucking do. I can't see how he doesn't. I would want Colby to beat Bilal Muhammad, but I really think that is a really bad matchup for Colby Covington. With that, if Colby does beat Leon and then it's Bilal versus Colby, that means we might have Bilal fucking Muhammad as the UFC champion. That is what I'm worried about. This keeps me up at night, man. I generally think Bilal is going to be champion. Oh, fuck me, man. Like, he even has a shot against Leon. I know Leon was fucking tooling him up, though. Leon was fucking him up in that first fight, but it was short notice for Bilal. People don't mention that. Bilal didn't really have much time to prepare from memory, because I know it was originally meant to be Hamza. But let's just go into this Colby fight. Where is Colby going to beat Bilal Muhammad? Okay, let's factor in how does Colby beat people with the wrestling. What is Bilal Muhammad's biggest asset, his biggest skill? What is the thing that makes Bilal Muhammad stand out? He has the best takedown defense. He has elite fucking takedown defense. Literally god tier takedown defense. There's a lot of things you can say about Bilal Muhammad. The one good thing you can say, his takedown defense is absolutely fucking bananas. Like, it doesn't matter how many times you shoot on this guy. He is so freakishly strong, has such good balance. He just somehow just can stay standing. You can get a real tight shot on him. He'll get out of it. Like, that is his game. He has really good takedown defense. He's got better takedown defense than anybody Colby Covington's fought. I think he has better takedown defense than Kamaru Usman. I mean, statistically he does, but even before he got taken down all them times by Hamza and Leon, Bilal Muhammad is a strong guy. Like, he is freakishly fucking strong. Gilbert Burns couldn't get him down. Damian Maia shot like 20 takedowns, but that is Damian Maia, to be fair. He doesn't really get most of his takedowns, but still, he stuffed every single takedown there. Sean Brady's a brick shithouse. He couldn't get a single takedown on Bilal Muhammad. Just shows how strong Bilal Muhammad is. And, the thing I keep thinking about is if Colby Covington can't get Bilal Muhammad down, and Bilal Muhammad seems to have really good cardio too, and he can fight at a high pace, if he can't get Colby Covington down and it's just a straight striking fight, I think Bilal Muhammad's the better striker. He has really good boxing. Like, you can say what you want, he's pillow fisted, but like, it's not like fucking Colby Covington's Francis Ngannou either. I'd say Bilal and Colby's striking power, I'd say Bilal is like slightly ahead with power just because we have seen him like hurt and finish Sean Brady. Again, both these guys are both pretty pillow fisted, but Bilal Muhammad just has good boxing fundamentals. Like, he generally does have very good striking. I know he's not very powerful, but if you look at him, he does have some good technique. Like, Colby Covington wings his punches, doesn't really throw. They're all looping, winging punches that he throws. Like, that's not ideal. Like Bilal Muhammad, pretty straight with his shots, very technical down the pipe. Like, very good combos. Like, Bilal Muhammad does have good boxing, man. He's got good boxing, solid takedown defense, really good cardio. I mean, a good chin, but not really factoring that into this Colby fight. Colby Covington has taken a lot of damage. I don't think Bilal Muhammad would chin him, though, or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, I could see him putting it on him, though. Like, I could just see him not leaving, not getting out of Colby's face. Like, I don't know, man. Like, everything about this matchup just makes it seem like a really tough matchup for Colby Covington. I think Bilal Muhammad's a way tougher matchup for Colby than Leon Edwards, obviously. So I'm sort of at the same time, I want Colby Covington to beat Leon Edwards, but I think Leon Edwards matches up a lot better with Bilal than Colby does, obviously. But if Colby does beat Leon Edwards and this is the next fight, then fuck in hell, we are gonna have Bilal Muhammad as champion because I can't see how Colby beats him. Whereas Colby's not gonna beat him in a striking fight. I don't think. I don't think that is possible. Well, I mean, it's possible, but I don't think I think it's a very low likelihood because we've seen Bilal Muhammad's got. This guy dropped Gilbert Burns like twice. In their fight, like, and I think that was before he tore his shoulder. So he's got actual pretty good striking, and he's got good fight IQ too. Bilal Muhammad's got very good high fight IQ. Like, I don't like, I don't like the guy's fight style, but you got to admit when a guy is good, and Bilal Muhammad is generally a really good fighter. So you just got to factor in all these things. Bilal Muhammad would beat Colby Covington, and it pains me to say, it really does pain me. This doesn't bring me any joy to put this out in the world, but I think he would beat Colby Covington, especially Colby's getting older. Actually, to be fair, Bilal is older. I think Bilal is already older, to be fair. Actually, let me let me actually check. Uh, Bilal Muhammad. I know he's 35. I think Colby's 34, right? So Bilal was born 9th of July. Actually, no, Colby's older, I think. Okay, yeah, Colby is older, but by a few months. Wow, that's really fucking weird. Bilal Muhammad looks like he's seen some shit because he looks pretty fucking old compared to Colby. But still, I just don't like that fight for Colby Covington, especially just because it seems like a nightmare matchup. Obviously, Bilal Muhammad doesn't have power, so that might make it a bit better for Colby. He might be able to get someone going on the feet, but I just think Bilal is a better striker than him, so he'd probably find a way to win that, unfortunately. But I really fucking hope this isn't true. But I have my doubts. Now, I guess this one's not really much of a hot take, just because I guess most people are seeing this fight going this way. But I think Islam Makhachev is going to make it look even easier against Charles Oliveira this time. You're probably thinking, that wasn't Charles. Charles didn't show up and all this sort of stuff. But I think it's time we give Islam Makhachev all the respect in the world. This guy's a fucking phenomenal fighter, good grappler, great striker, and I think his striking has improved so much. I just don't know what Charles Oliveira is going to offer him. And plus with Darius just getting absolutely smoked by Arma Suzuki in a minute, it's not really giving me that much confidence. If Benil went out there and had a competitive fight with Arman, I'd be like, shit, man, what a monster Charles is. And I think Charles Oliveira is a monster. He's a great fighter. And this also isn't an anti-Islam Makhachev thing. I actually like Islam Makhachev, but I just really like Charles Oliveira. So I'm not just saying this because I hate Islam or anything like that. I don't hate Islam. I actually like Islam. I want him to fight people I can root for him. I want to root for Islam Makhachev, but he fights all the guys I like. But still, I think Islam Makhachev really does Charles Oliveira a lot worse. He seems to do really good in rematches. I mean, it's only the Volk fight, but still, like Charles Oliveira, man, he does good in rematches too. I believe he's undefeated in rematches. Might be wrong on that. I know he beat Jim Miller in a rematch. I think he fought somebody else in a rematch. Actually, I might. Oh, and obviously he fought fucking Nick Lentz 100 times, but he won all of them fights. That was a weird fucking trilogy, by the way, the Nick Lentz trilogy. I don't know why that needed to happen. Uh, yeah, I don't think he's got too many rematches actually, but still, he fought Nick Lentz a lot and he won all of them and he beat Jim Miller. But anyway, let's get on to it. Why do I think Islam Makhachev makes it look easier this time? Maybe, I don't know. I don't see what Charles can do. Charles is powerful, yeah, he might be able to catch Islam, but he said it himself. He's gonna go in and fight the exact same fight, and like Islam's striking is really leveling up. I think he will catch Charles Oliveira. Charles is still pretty wild. I want Charles Oliveira to beat him. Maybe I, I don't know, man. There's a weird part of me that thinks Charles can beat him. But that's just because Charles has that fucking undefeated aura. Even when he loses, he's still got that crazy aura about him. But just off the top of my head, man, I think Islam. I don't think enough time has passed for Charles to make the adjustments. But I could be completely wrong. He did sort of neutralize Islam's top game outside of getting concussed and then getting subbed. So maybe that could also happen here, but I don't know. I think Islam Makhachev might knock out Charles Oliveira in the rematch. I I honestly I do. I think that I don't want that to happen. Obviously, I want Charles Oliveira, but I don't know. Another, and I'm gonna add another hot take on top of this about Islam Makhachev. The Arman Tazukian fight is not competitive. It's not. I know you. I know you. I know it's. You're probably thinking, what the fuck are you talking about? And also, to be fair, I don't really not want this one to be wrong. I'm just adding in another hot take, but I think Islam Makhachev versus Arman Tazuki, and I don't think it's going to be that competitive. I don't think it's going to be an absolute one-sided beating from Islam Makhachev, but I think he'll clearly win that fight. I know people see that Arman Tazuki gave him a hell of a fight in that first fight they had, and obviously Arman was much younger there, but I just think Islam's striking is still so much better and it has improved so much. If it's just a striking fight on the feet, I just think Islam Makhachev KOs Arman Tazuki, and I just don't see how Arman wins that. The wrestling will be neutralized. Maybe one of them has. I don't even know who has the better cardio though. If we're being real, we've seen both gas out before, like slightly gas out. Islam especially against Volk, but that was a really high paced fight. So I don't even know, but I think Islam. I don't know. I don't really see. Only person I can see maybe beating Islam Makhachev at this point is Justin Gaethje, just because stylistically, good takedown defense, very powerful, good leg kicks. If that fight was to stay on the feet, he's definitely got a good shot of catching and KOing Islam Makhachev. Gaethje's got to be the most powerful lightweight. I don't think that's like a unrealistic thing to say. Like, I think that's the only person who could beat him, and I'd still pick Islam Makhachev. Just stylistically, I don't know. Islam Makhachev will probably be champion for a while. But anyway, moving on to my next hot take. So this is another hot take. Obviously, this is my hot take video, and obviously I don't want this one to happen either, but I just think stylistically this is just almost a foregone conclusion if this fight was to happen next. I think J. Elton Almeida runs through Cyril Gane, like I generally do. I don't want it to be true, I like Cyril Gane, and I really don't like J. Elton Almeida's fight style when he doesn't just immediately ragdoll some fat cunt. He's very boring if he's not ragdolling some fat heavyweight, or even then, he's ragdolling Derek Lewis, but he can't really do anything. But I think stylistically, Cyril Gane, smaller heavyweight, obviously takedown defense isn't that great. I know Spivak didn't get him down. You would be like, yeah, but Spivak didn't beat him. Like, Spivak didn't get him down, but that's like completely different stylistic grappling. Spivak goes with trips, doesn't really shoot in takedowns, like doesn't shoot for legs, double legs, single legs, which is how you're going to get Cyril Gane. And even then, he didn't really attempt many takedowns, he just sort of got fucking the shit. He got mollywopped. He got fucking mollywopped. Sergey Spivak got fucking mollywopped by Cyril Gane, he got mollywopped. But yeah, he got absolutely fucking banged up in that fight, but I think Jailton Almeida much more athletic than slow, ploddy Sergey Spivak without any striking threat. Jailton Almeida very athletic, very good grappling skill set. Obviously got very good technique. Former welterweight, middleweight, got that middleweight, welterweight skill set at the heavyweight division. Just a fucking athletic specimen is Jailton Almeida. Just look at the fucking bloke. And I just think he would ragdoll, pick up Cyril Gane, throw him all over the place. Like, Yeah, man, I don't want this to be true. I really don't want it to be true. I want Cyril Gahn to win. I want him to beat him, but I think fucking Jailton Almeida would win. Relatively easy too, and I don't want that. I'd want Cyril Gahn to beat him. I like Cyril Gahn. He's a very nice guy, even knowing he can be a bit delusional, calling for title shot after one win. But I don't want. I wouldn't want Jailton Almeida to beat him. But I think Jailton Almeida would beat him. Don't worry though. I don't think Jailton Almeida will be champ. I mean, he fucking could be. Who knows? But I think Tom Aspinall would beat him. I think Pavlovich would probably beat him. You know, if he gets caught, he's gonna fucking get KO'd. But Garn doesn't have that sort of power, and his takedown defense is so sus. And even if it wasn't sus, Jailton Almeida is just so fucking athletic. He probably could just slam Cyril Gahn over and over again, take him down. So I generally think that is a nightmare matchup for Cyril Gahn, and I think Jailton Almeida would beat him. But who knows? I could be completely wrong. I'd be really happy if I was. But I don't see it, man. I think Jailton Almeida would really badly, easily beat him, and it would be like an embarrassing victory. I feel like, because what the thing is, you notice with Jailton Almeida, he sort of can't really get too much going early against these bigger guys. You know, Shamil Abradimov, he couldn't really get too much going just because of the size, but eventually wore him out, got him to. Derek Lewis, obviously big, strong guy, couldn't really get much on Derek Lewis, couldn't sub him or anything like that. Also, it's like ground and pound doesn't exist in Jailton Almeida's vocabulary sometimes. But the thing is, Cyril Gahn's not as big as those guys. Yes, he's more athletic, but he's not as big. It's not, I doubt he's as physically strong as like a Derek Lewis. I could be wrong on that. He's an athletic bloke, but if he gets taken down, I feel like Jailton Almeida can, no homo, have his way a bit more easily with Cyril Gahn than like a Derek Lewis. Like, I feel like he could really just have his way with him. Oh god, this is really sounding like some prison fucking terminology right now, but you get what I mean, right? Like, he could really just do what he wants to him. Oh my god, it's like Cyril Gahn really couldn't do much offense. I feel like his strength he wouldn't really be able to defend anything as defensively because he's not as big, not as strong as like a Derek Lewis. Doesn't have as much weight. While Jailton Almeida and him are relatively close in weight, maybe Gahn's a little bit bigger, but Almeida's used to just ragdolling these bigger guys, and I think it would just be a fucking stylistically nightmare matchup for Cyril Gahn here. Like, even if he does start having success on the feet, he's so kick heavy that Jailton Almeida is going to catch one of his legs and just slam him on his head. Like, it's not like Cyril Gahn's going to go in there with a boxing heavy game plan or anything like that. Like, that would be his best chance, because if he throws a single kick, he's just going to get countered into a takedown. Like, Almeida is so quick. That's just how I would see that going. Like, the only way Cyril Gahn wins that if he goes in with a boxing sort of game plan. If he does that, he's not gonna fucking win. And Jailton Almeida's first martial art was boxing, so who knows? He might have more success on the feet than we're used to seeing from Jailton Almeida. So I just feel like stylistically that is such a bad matchup for Cyril Gahn. But anyway, these were three of my hot takes I don't want to be true. Like I say, it's not just me, saying this. I don't want these to be true, so don't be hating on me for having these opinions. These are just what I think is going to happen with these. If these, like, this is what I just think happens if these fights come to fruition. Obviously, we're going to see how Colby does against Leon, but if he beats Leon, fucking hell, Bilal Muhammad's coming. I think Islam Makhachev versus Charles Oliveira 2 is probably going to be next, and I think Islam is going to run through him. I can't get the division out of my head. I could be wrong. I really hope I'm wrong. Charles Oliveira, if anyone can fucking do it, it's him. He's got that aura around him, but I just think Islam Makhachev just makes it look easy again. Easier this time, He knew, Charles Oliveira neutralized some of his top game in that first fight, but I don't know if he'd be able to, he might just get fucking completely ragdolled through, Islam seems to be improving so rapidly. Already beat Charles, like I say. And then, yeah, I think Jailton Almeida beats Cyril Gahn, unfortunately. But, hopefully I'm wrong. I really hope I am wrong for these. I really hope I'm wrong. Like, you guys have no idea how badly I want to be fucking wrong, but unfortunately I think I am going to be correct with these predictions, but a man can fuck. Hopefully Colby Covington somehow gains some brutal KO power so he can KO Bilal Muhammad, but I don't think that's going to happen. So anyway, these are my hot takes, sorry, for, these are my UFC hot takes. I want to be wrong. So let me know what you think about these hot takes in the comments below. And give me your hot takes you want to be wrong, I want to hear your takes. I want to know what you think of my takes. And yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Cheers.